What's going on?
What up, though?
We getting ready to go to Columbus. My Bible video shoot / documentary. With your man right here.
Yeah, I'm hooking it up on YouTube Live.
Playing with that LG, the first LG, that phone. And then we're about to go shoot this video. My name is Miguel Guzman. I come from New York City, born and raised in Washington Heights with the Dominicans, man. I was running the streets. My mother came with my aunt, I believe, on they call it the banana boat. And she traveled to New York City where she had my other sister and myself. My father died when I was 3 years old. My stepfather was a drug dealer, and I used to just run errands. My childhood was street. It wasn't like the rough childhood, but it was street because, like I said, my stepfather was a drug dealer, and you know, as a kid, I grew up with the things that kids want, toys and stuff like that.
Came from the north side of Springfield, Ohio. My mom's and pops, man, we moved around a lot because, you know what I'm saying, we ain't have a whole lot. My stepdad worked at McDonald's. It'd be a few times, man, we used to have to fight the roaches and whatnot. So we ended up moving to the north side on Murray Street, and we spent most of our time there all the way up until I was 13. I got straight A's, man, so people treated me different. They called me nerd, they called me goody two-shoes. It's like a lot of stuff that I knew that I wasn't supposed to be doing wrong things. So a lot of stuff that people did, I would tell on them. I remember this one time, man, my aunt came to babysitters and she was drinking and smoking weed, and I poured her beer out and I threw her a joint in the toilet. Yeah, I got towed up for that, but you know what I'm saying, I knew something was different than about me the way I was than the rest of the people, because I wasn't trying to follow the crowd. So then I started drinking when I was 11. And I went fishing with these folks, man, and they stopped at the drive-thru before we was going, and they bought some alcohol for themselves and whatnot. I didn't even know they bought alcohol for me. So I had me a Tahitian treat, you know what I'm saying? It's fruity and bubbly and whatnot. So I grabbed my Tahitian treat, I left it on the car and went and was playing around by the water and whatnot. They poured my Tahitian treat out my bottle and put a wine cooler in there.
What's a Tahitian treat? What's that?
Tahitian treat is like, it's pop.
Pop. What's pop?
Pop, man.
What's pop?
I don't even start with that, man. It's
what's
pop, man.
What's pop?
To you, it's soda.
For the New Yorkers, what's pop?
It's to you, it's soda.
Okay.
To me, it's pop.
Oh, okay, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they did that, right? Long story short, though. Long story short, I got so dirty, I fell in the water. I was climbing trees out there. That stuff had me acting weird. So that was like at 11, man. Then, you know what I'm saying, they turned me into somebody else, and I was just like super funny, and they loved it. They started calling me JT Fernwood, man. I started smoking weed when I was 15 because it was a lot of stuff that people was doing that I said, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm thinking about my future. This is what I was already mindset on the future, but it was like so much stuff came in there that distract me and take me on down another road. I had to take a detour.
What first inspired me to be interested in rap music was I've always loved rap music. I've always loved music in general. I remember my cousin, Spasso, he had like a little crew. Him, a friend of mine named Hench Peace, God bless his soul. I remember I was always like the behind the scenes guy. So one time I go to my cousin's house, he got like the little studio in the house. He's like, yo, I want you to grab the mic. I said, man, you crazy, man, I can't rap, man. So he said, yo, grab the mic. So I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna grab the mic. I grabbed it and I said some outlandish stuff. It was like, every third word was a curse word. I remember he put it on a CD and I'm driving back home. This was in the Bronx. And I'm listening to it. And I'm like, yo, I like the way this sounds. I mean, the words were like, but just the flow, I loved it. So I was like, yo, I called him. I said, yo, I like the way it sounds. Let's record another one. I've always been the Dominican guy, the Spanish dude. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna do something in Spanish. So I started writing in Spanish. I took off. I let my sister hear one of my songs. She was like, yo, I love the way you sound, but you cuss too much. She's like, write a song without saying one bad word and see how we like it. That's when I started writing without cussing, and I loved it. She's like, yo, whatever music you make it for the little kids can love it. So even though before my Christ days, I used to write my music without cussing.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and that right there just got me started, and it started opening doors because my clean version of music.
Yo, my inspiration for the music came from, well, like, my brother can rap, uncle can rap, but I couldn't rap. They called me a white guy trapped in a black guy's body. That's what they used to say about me, right? They used to just put on a record, but they wouldn't let me do the little stuff with them, so I just kept doing my little thing. And once I started running the streets, smoking and drinking, I'd be with my boys and whatnot, and we'd freestyle. When I learned to rap in prison, you know what I'm talking about? My dude that gave his life to Christ, one of my people sold him the gun that he shot somebody 5 times with. And I was looking like, this dude gave his life to Christ? And I gave my life to Christ in the county jail before I actually got to the prison where he was at. And dude was the head of a four-man gospel rap crew. And I was writing poetry because, you know what I'm saying, my brother and my uncle said I couldn't rap. So when they actually went in prison, you get to get a music room for like an hour and whatnot. They told me come to the music room, they was gonna see what I got. So I went in there, man, I started trying to spit that poem to that beat, and it was not working, you know what I mean? They was like, nah, man, this dude can't rap, man. They like, man, okay, we gonna let him in, but he can only be on hooks. I was like cool with that, you know what I mean? Cause I was so nervous about it. And then next thing you know, man, I got to do a whole song, man. So I started rapping in prison. We do a 35-minute concert every 4 months. Then we'd do 2-3 times in the chapel. They let us come in there. They sing a praise and worship song, and then we'd do a rap song, get the crowd hype, and then they bring it back down, ready for the word.
I remember like I'm in the room at my house, and I'm telling God, Lord, you know I love this music, so you know God provided the little studio thing. And when I used to do the Spanish music, I learned how to make beats. So, you know, I got the little programs, I'm making the beats, and I'm like, all right, Lord, you gave me the studio, you gave me the beats, I need some people to rock with. I'm checking on Facebook, and I find your man right here. I called them up, and right there, it's just like God put us together, because we clicked. We clicked. And then I had this idea about that song, My Bible. And then I sent them the beat with like the beginning. And he's he was like, look, man, I make beats, what's up? I say, shoot, what's up? Send me something.
Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, we was cranking out songs every week.
Every week we made
Every week we was cranking out songs. We were reaching out to people like sending them the beats, talking about, won't you be on this song? Won't you be on this song? Then we made
that Kingdom joint, that cipher, yeah.
Yeah, we made a cipher with like 9 people on it,
Kingdom
man.
Cipher.
But it was like it's hard to get people to commit to really doing this music like they, you know what I'm saying? I know it ain't. It's cause you got jobs, you got family.
If you're committed,
you know what
you're committed, you're gonna do it. He's the one that's been there the realest. You know what I'm saying? Cause I send people beats, and I can send somebody a beat, but when I want it back, cause I want to throw that song out. I send him a beat, he sent it right back. So we came up with My Bible. Once that song came out,
he came up with that beat. I was like, yeah.
That song came out,
yeah,
and it was like God said, I want you guys to work this song. I mean, every show we do is on My Bible. It gotta be on My Bible.
We reach out to other people, cause listen, man, everybody ain't got money to pay $25, $50 for a beat. So he say, if you kingdom, I got these beats right here.
I'll make it for
Send
free.
me your email. I've been networking all over the place, and they got people that call and say, can you come and do music? The music opens doors that if we just went and said, hey, I'm Lorenzo, this is Miguel, can we come in your place and talk?
And plus.
They wouldn't let us do that. They're like, nah, you gotta bring that music.
And plus also when we write music, or I know when I write the music, I grab my Bible. When I grab my Bible, like to write a verse or two.
Musical
because my music is facts. Whatever's in my music is facts. So I grab a Bible, and as I'm reading the Bible, I learn more. And the more I learn with the music, people come to me on outside of the music, ask me questions, and I use what I learned from that Bible to spread it to them.
Put it in the music. They call them musical sermons, man. But it's a lot of worldly terms that it's hard to get around. You know what I'm saying? Because they call it performing, they call it entertainment. Nah, I ain't come here to entertain you. I came here to
spread
bring
the
you
words,
this
spread the
message.
lyrics, baby.
Came here to shoot you this message. And if this is the form of this message that you understand, I'm putting it in this music so you can get the message.
We came here to shine that light that God shines upon us. We came here to shine it upon you.
There's a lot of people that say that rap shouldn't even be part of the ministry, man. But they sleeping on rap because everybody look back at the way rap is now, and then they pass judgment on rap. But that's not the way rap started. Rap started out being straight positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was
straight positive,
it was no cussing in rap back in the days, man.
It was telling people
the
like,
Africa Bombada, Planet Rock days, the
Jam Master, Flash, man.
Friends, how many of us have those? There was no cussing. That was positive. Yeah,
Houdini and them. I remember that, man.
GMP started because me and this guy right here, we linked up, and like I said, God put us together, man. I mean, we have our differences. We like friends, man. Good friends always have like their little, but we always come to an agreement. GMP started when I make the beats, he would spare, we would spare, you know, we share. He said, yo, you gotta make something because your beats are dope, man. You gotta make a name.
Put it out there,
you gotta put it, you gotta put it out. You gotta make a name. There, and I was like, yeah, but what name am I gonna use or whatever?
He said, what you doing,
he
man,
said,
you know
Guzman. He said, Guzman Music Productions. I said, Guzman Music Productions. And then he made a business card for me. He designed it and everything, the GMP. And I'm on my phone, and I created this logo right here.
I had to kick him like.
Yeah.
I had to kick him
I created the logo, and I was writing. I was writing.
You know what you doing, man.
I was writing a song, and on the song I said spreading the word lyrically, and I loved the way that sounded. So that's like my thing. It's like my music productions, spreading the word lyrically, spreading the word of God through music, through lyrics. Because all my songs, if you listen to all my songs have a meaning. They mean something. You can ask me anything about any of my songs, and it has something to do with Jesus Christ. The future of GMP is global. My God's pockets are deep. There is no limit. There is no beginning and no end to where GMP is going to go. Not
level
could go.
After level.
It's going to go because we're gonna make. It's gonna be something big.
Level after
because
level.
what we doing it strictly for God, man. Whatever we receive from this is going back into this, to the ministry. Yeah, back in the days, I used to do Spanish music. I wanted money. Now I want soul. That cash, that helps, but that's gonna help me help others. That's what I want. I really don't care about the Lamborghini.
We done did that though.
Yeah, and we wasn't happy. Instead of getting a Lamborghini, get a Honda Civic, and with the rest of that money, spread it out. Spread it out for the kingdom, man. Because there's other people out there that want, man. Like
you got people. Hand up, man.
You got people. You got people that got a house with 30 rooms and only 3 people live in it. What happened to the other 27 rooms, man?
We gonna take this thing to where, you know what I'm saying, not only is we being heard in the UK, we being heard in China. They getting us coming over there to tour from dope boy to church boy.
There you go, from dope boy to church boy, man.
No matter what's going on, man. If you want to get things straightened up, you gotta have somebody to follow.
I'm gonna tell you,
you gotta stand for something, man. If you don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. I'm from New York City, born and raised in New York, in the hood, in New York. They call it the capital of the world. Jesus Christ is so big that right now I live in a town called Lancaster, Ohio, and I'm loving it, man. Jesus Christ said, I'm gonna take you from here and I'm gonna put you right here, and you gonna love it. And I love it, man.
Hey, man, I remember when I got out of prison, man, You know, I knew I wasn't returning to that life, man. I gave my life to Christ in 2009 in the Clark County Jail in the visiting booth. And when I got sentenced to 7 years, and I did 2.5 of that 7, man. And I used to ask God, like, man, why am I going through this? Because I knew that I wasn't living like I should be. So I asked God, like, why am I going through this? And I was like, my experiences, that's where the souls come from. Like it say in Isaiah 50:4, it say, the Lord have given me the tongue of the learned, so that in due season I could speak a word to him that is weary. I had to go through what I went through so that now I know how to get up out of it, so I can go tell somebody else how to get up out of it, man. Now, whether they listen or not, that's not on me. That's, you know what I'm saying? God called people to repent.
And that verse is in the Bible, and my Bible is my GPS. I follow it and what it says. When I feel depressed, it relieves my stress. I don't have to worry, I can get some rest. When I finish reading, I feel so blessed.